always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Hokies ready to get this thing started and open the season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start. Drive at their own 25. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Working that left side now. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Let's talk for a second about NC State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week one.
Might as well give it to him again.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. wants to go up top. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They're on the road first here in the season opener.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Snowed under by the defense.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Hokies are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Finds a tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try it over the left side. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Grab over the middle. It's Everett. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
This quarterback part of their running game. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Slams it ahead. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, Phyllis, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Notre Dame notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from South Bend is worth its weight in gold to the Golden Domers. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Hokies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country. But you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing bold, got it stopped, now forcing the 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Yeah, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
From the gun, running back on the move. Makes a man miss. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. A new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job. And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense will quickly use a timeout. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to get it in. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. To the air on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. About to get another look at this Hokie offense. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hokies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Now this offense will take the field again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Finds his target down the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Red pass, it's complete. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Running to the left. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the right. And a sweet catch on a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Takes the easy one to the back. Turning it on. inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He's got it on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
The snap sets up the throw. Safe completion on the screen. Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Hokies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Michigan State dominated almost from wire to wire, and a game like this makes you harken back to those Connor Cook-led Sparty teams that won Big Ten titles in 2013 and 2015. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Mountain West is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The throw. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Stokes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Going for 6. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And this safety is a ball. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. He wants to change this route. He'll go to work in the air on second down. Connection to the right. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Let's talk for a second about NC State. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all off season, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's a one-possession game in the fourth. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Hokies in a good spot here with second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Burns. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Touchdown, Hokies! They move on top here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Everett. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Got to get everybody lined up, a minute to go. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The upset's been bubbling all day, now at a full full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. They get him up, rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Down 4 late. They have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. He's looking to throw. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat. Period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days.